back to the Black Girls Den podcast with your girl Alieshia. I'm your host. I have a guest co-host, Seryn, today on the episode.
Hey y'all, happy to be here.
Yeah, so we're going to take it back to the early 2000s a little bit. And we're going to talk about reality TV, okay? And talk about the tea and the representation of Black women in the media. So if that's your vibe, stay with us and subscribe and play this episode to the end.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
So this first segment that we're gonna do is called Episode of My Life. Okay, so we're going to relate our lives to a show.
Yes.
So y'all can join in with us. We're gonna have a little fun. Leave comments and follow along as we answer these questions, okay? So what reality show would you have been on?
That is a great question. Okay. So we think in early 2000s. I feel like I would probably be on Bad Girls Club.
How did I know? That's what you was about to say.
Yes. Bad Girls Club. I was ready to ain't gonna sleep because of y'all. You ain't gonna sleep because of me. I was ready, okay? Or I feel like College Hill. Those would probably be one of my two. Very different, but yeah. What about you?
Okay, so it's technically not a reality show, but I feel like it is America's Next Top Model.
Oh, it's kind of reality.
I feel like it was kind of reality TV. I feel like it was kind of reality TV. I would have probably been on America's Next Top Model.
Okay, you're trying to stress.
I was tuned in, and the smize got it down pat. I felt like I don't know. I wouldn't have been fooling with Tyra if she tried to shave all my hair off. But
okay, so that's why I said I don't know about that.
But I feel like I would have ate the girls down. I would think it would have been what's her name, Takara. Yeah,
I didn't watch it, but I didn't watch it.
So don't go back and watch it now because horrible TV.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks was a monster.
That's what they're saying. I see it on social media a little bit now. Yeah,
but in the moment, great show.
That's how I feel about Bad Girls Club. Horrible, don't go watch it. But in the moment, I was ready to come on.
I was too young to be watching Bad Girls. I was in like elementary school when it first came out, and that was one of the shows. Like my parents would come in and cut the TV off if they heard it.
What?
So there was no Bad Girls. So when people be like, "Oh, I love Bad," I know nothing of the sort.
Yes, I was Meg and everything, but I think I was in high school when it started.
Okay, yeah. So I was like end of elementary school into middle school when Bad Girls Club was coming out, but my parents did not play that. Oh. So I did not watch.
Yeah, 8 down basketball. What am I saying? Bad Girls Club, but it was Basketball Wives After is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
I love hip hop after.
Okay, yeah. See, I didn't watch any of those. I didn't watch Love and Hip Hop until I got older. So I guess that kind of segues us into our next game that seems to be played on the regular here at Black Girls Den, but with a different topic.
Yes.
So we're going to be playing this or that, okay? So Flavor of Love or College Hill?
I'm definitely going College Hill.
Why?
Well, because I never really watched Flavor of Love.
Okay.
And I wasn't into that show, but of course I know the famous girl. But yeah, College Hill, like I was always watching that show. And to like our previous episode or whatever, our episode that we did before, talking about like college, going to college, so like that was in grade. So I'm like, okay, what does college look like? You know, like College Hill is kind of
Is it kind of like? Is it very similar to the reboot that they are doing with College Hill?
I do not watch the reboot, but if they're just like
they in class,
they
all kind of stay in the house together.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, it is kind of like that.
Okay. I would say Flavor of Love.
Okay.
I love Flavor of Love, not because I think Flavor Flav is cute or anything, but I just love the Flavor of Love. I just love the dating, like just the way the dating shows used to be set up back then. I just love the aesthetic, like the outfits they were wearing with the 8-inch heels, and like that is why I would want to be on Flavor of Love.
Okay, I don't think I watched Flavor of Love, but if you know like Real Chance to Love or something like that, like, I feel like he'd make a segue for those, so I watched that.
Yeah. Flavor Flav. My mom is probably gonna shake her head when she's like, he's so ugly, but it's not about the fact that he's ugly. It's just about the aesthetic of the show.
Yeah, and he's mean.
And Flavor, like he's so monkey, and like The clock is so big, bigger than his body.
The clock is so big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Tiny and Toya or Keisha Cole, The Way It Is.
This is so hard, but I'm gonna go Tiny and Toya. I love them down.
Okay, I love me some Keisha Cole.
I
love me some Keisha
I like
Cole.
Keisha Cole, but I think we can get into this later though. But Keisha Cole, like, I'm not saying that your family don't have drama, but baby, it was the mama on the drugs. It was nephew going to that.
Yeah.
Tiny and Toya was kind of different to me because I mean, of course, like Tiny, like I think T.I. was in jail, but like
it showed depth to it.
It shows sisterhood, like they show like they was about their business, like you know, like they was like we doing this, we doing that, and we gonna have fun. Our family's okay, but like. Keisha Cole, I just like the way it is, like baby, the family was crazy. Now
that's
like
the way it is.
Exactly, like her. Now I did like her and Booby together, Daniel, but then he played her. But I thought that was a cute relationship. But I would go with Tiny and Toya. But I just
I would go with Tiny and Toya too for the reasons that you mentioned. Like I just felt like it was more in depth, and like I just enjoyed seeing that part. Even though, like you said, T.I. was in jail, I think it was nice to see Tiny without T.I.
Yes,
you know,
and her mom relationship and her dad. Oh, her dad passed away. It was so sad.
I don't think I got that deep into the show, but I do remember watching a couple of
I was deep in the show.
Are these on BET Plus or something?
I don't know. I watched when I was growing up, so it was all BET. So,
okay. So see, with our expectation episodes, you hadn't seen the shows, and I ain't seen nothing. Yeah. So what about this next one, T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle, or Braxton Family Values?
So I'm gonna go with T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle, just because I didn't really watch the Braxton Family Values.
There was always some mess with the Braxton Family Values.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of cat fighting.
Yeah, that's why I heard like 6 sisters.
Yeah, so I'm definitely with you with the T.I. and Tiny.
And I didn't watch, I think, what was they on Bravo? I didn't even know nothing about Bravo. I know MTV and BET, that's where y'all need to put your people on. Because that's all I know.
Okay, put them on Tubi or something. Okay, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or Basketball Wives LA.
This one is so hard, baby. These was my.
I'm gonna say Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because I've never seen Basketball Wives LA.
Oh, see, I've always wanted to be a basketball wife probably when I was younger. I'm gonna go. Both of them are kind of horrible because none of them lived up to the standard of what the shows was named. But I would say, dang, this one is hard. I would say Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
It's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with Kurt and
Kurt was K Michelle was like, your man is I didn't watch it that season, but she's like, he got 3 rings, so yeah. And there was always drama. It was fun, and so it was definitely ratchet, but it was fun. It was funny. Versus like Basketball
Scrappy
Wives,
and his mama,
Scrappy and Mama D and Erica. Oh, Jocelyn, she was like Jocelyn and dang it, Mimi Foster and Stevie. She was like Stevie. And she was like, oh, I guess your maid was here today, baby. It was hilarious.
Oh, man.
And I thought it was funny. That's why I was cool up. Like they're like bougie. They was trying to fight over like dumb. So I'm like, girl, what y'all fighting for? Because none of y'all, what are we doing here?
Y'all shouldn't be fighting. Y'all basketball wives.
Well, they're not even basketball wives. That's what's tea.
They're like fiancés and girlfriends.
Yeah,
why do y'all call it basketball wives?
Because of Shawnee. Now shout out to Shawnee because she got the franchise, but it wasn't like funny. Like it was just like a bunch of women and like, oh, they're talking about kids that I never see, and then they're just going to these nice places and fighting. So I was like, So I would say Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yeah, at least they was the beef was worth them fighting in the nice places in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It was worth them turning up the restaurant. Okay, so what about BET's Baldwin Hills or Bad Girls Club?
I'm going Bad Girls Club.
I've never seen Baldwin Hills, so I'm gonna have to say Bad Girls Club.
Literally, I think I've seen Baldwin Hills a little bit, but I can't really remember. But Bad Girls Club. I remember the Megan James and people's season 8, season 9. So I'm like,
I remember I've seen some clips since then, and I caught a couple episodes when I should have been watching. So So I definitely be at Bad Girls Club. Okay, so Real Housewives of Atlanta or Married to Medicine.
So I'm going to say that I have never seen neither one of these shows.
What?
My friends love these shows.
Real Housewives of Atlanta is a gem.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to go to Married to Medicine because I like the creator and how she was like, baby, I want to show this. Like, she wanted to show, like, people who's married, black people married medicine, have a family. So I like that kind of better. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I hear about it, but I hear, like, the men or whatever. But the men are the people who are making money. or I don't know like some of the women do make money, but it's just a little bit too catty, and I just don't understand it. So.
Yeah, that's what I would say makes Real Housewives of Atlanta good to me, because like it's almost like a mix of Basketball Wives and like Love and Hip Hop, but they don't fight. Some of them, like you said, some of them do have their own money.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they have the right to be as bougie as they are. Some of them are definitely flexing in front end, which also kind of adds like a little bit of tea to it. But I would have to say Real Housewives of Atlanta, because it's good, and they be acting a fool on there, like they just be doing it.
And I know people are like, I know Kenny and Nene, but you know what's really funny is that like they don't even live in Atlanta. Real House of Atlanta. They live in like Alpharetta.
Yeah.
Like they don't even live in Atlanta, so I thought that's funny. But I like Married to Medicine, which is technically I guess in Atlanta. But like so I'm gonna go with that one, and then like she's a boss and who she's married to, so that's why I chose that.
You know what else is not on here?
What?
Run's House.
Oh yeah, Rev Run's House. That was my show.
That was my
show. He
show.
doesn't have a comparison to even do, but yeah, I was watching that show all the time. Love that show.
Yeah, I don't think there's a comparison to Rev Run. Yeah. It's not black, but the Chrisleys.
I don't watch them.
You've never watched the Chrisleys? Oh my God, free the Chrisleys.
Let's not free the Chrisleys. I'm so sorry. I just don't like the free the Chrisleys because
I don't like who freeing them.
Yeah, well, I don't like freeing the Chrisleys also because they did tax fraud with $30 million, but they are out here charges. They are out here being nasty to regular people who are not rich and charging people a percent every time that they don't pay their taxes. Get out of here. No, keep them up in there. Keep them in.
I definitely think that they should
pay
get
out
for their crimes.
Everybody else is going to get out. Yeah,
I definitely think they should pay for their crimes. Hopefully, along with that jail sentence came a hefty fine that they had to pay. I hope so. But we know why they are being pardoned. All of that is.
Yeah, that's why I don't like free. And it's just like, but regular citizens, y'all charging them $30.
Look at them.
Okay, 30% a day or 10% a day when they can't pay the taxes back in full. It's so inhumane. I don't like that. So that's the reason why I would say that.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
I understand. And that's actually going to be a perfect segue into our next segment of us talking about the representation of Black women in media, and kind of how we are being exploited in some places, as well as we are being exploited in the justice system. Talking about visibility, like, do you think it's healthy for Black women to have as much visibility that we do? Or do you think it was better when everybody hated Black women? Not that they hate us any less now.
I was like, I think they still hate us. I think visibility is great when it comes to like representation, and that we all are different. Like, cause you said there's Basketball Wives and there's Love and Hip Hop, then there's Tiny and Toy, there's cute. So I like that there's representation and there's like it's visibility. Like you can kind of relate to one of those people. Yeah, I think that is good. I think it's pretty like healthy, but I think it's exploitation when like when you do stuff too much for the views, and it's like, okay, now we're fighting, now we're exploiting them, and then it's like now everybody thinks like Black women just fight, go off and go crazy. Like that's what it gets
baddies. I can't get
behind. Oh yeah,
baddies, especially baddies Africa. Like y'all know them Africans already hate Black people. Why y'all over there fighting? Get from over there.
Oh, that isn't it Natalie Nunn?
Yes, girl. Bring your chin and get back in here. Get back to your country. You're embarrassing us.
And then somebody like passed away, and like baddies is what, like somebody like passed away or like got found, like was found dead or something like that. I think like when they was recording or something like that, like in Baddies Midwest or something like that.
What?
Yeah, but that's what they're like cancel Zeus or whatever. Like I like good representation, but like why are we having to fight to show it? Like it's getting old, and it's like that's all we do, and it's like no, because then you see like these white women, how we just said like the Christie's getting off, and the Rebecca girl who played for Fuller House, like she did the thing with her daughter, and they had to pay, but like they looking crazy. Somebody else in DC, I don't know, I don't know if it was like fraud or something like that. I think it was a Real Housewives. What's DC? I don't know what it is, but or was it Real Housewives? It was something in DC or Potomac, one of them cities. And her husband was doing fraud, but then she got off like 2 people. But it's like they always get off. They always do this, and like when it's us, it's like, okay, we fight, and that's what they see. That's what they're gonna expect, and we're not getting off for nothing. We don't get the grace or nothing like that. So yeah, that's my opinion.
I definitely don't like that we put that out in the media like at all, even though it is like a little itty bitty teeny tiny portion of the percentage of content that is released by Black women is what's amplified most by media. And that's what younger generations are seeing the most, and that's what they're being influenced by, even though there are so many other great role models out there that you can see in representation of Black women through media. These main ones that we keep seeing in the Instagram models and all of those things, like that is what's being, fed to us. So I think representation can be a good thing when we are being put in the right light, when we're being given the right roles to be celebrated, and to not just check off that box of having a Black woman in a room. I think that, representation is healthy for us. But I think in terms of reality TV and scripted TV, we kind of see like, I feel like with reality TV, even though it is still scripted most of the time, I think they get a little raunchy with the script and like what the scenarios are that play out. And I think with the ones that are more scripted, like Insecure and Run the World and those, that they're kind of like, they're some, you may get a couple raunchy scenes in there, but I feel like they kind of mellow it out with you, like providing you with like real life situations at the same time. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like I like scripted better. And I'm like, bring scripted TV back. I'm over reality TV. Like, bring scripted TV back, and it does show us, because then it's like, well, Harlem, like one person's a professor, one person an entrepreneur and stuff like that. I never watched Run the World, but I watched Insecure, and they were doing some of their positive, what's it? Issa was doing something for the community, and then Molly was a lawyer. Okay, so it's like I feel like scripted does show us kind of like in a better light per se, and then with reality TV, it's like, okay, kind of like you're doing this for like, I don't want to say views, but you're doing it for views. You're doing it to like entertainment, but it's like it's detrimental, because when people see that, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to be on Baddies, or oh, I want to be this, and it's just like, okay, then you get these followers and stuff like that, and then it just kind of like goes crazy, and it's like people don't critically think that now that we know that it's scripted. I don't know if it was scripted back then as much as it is now, but we didn't know that it was scripted. We were like, oh, it's a reality, this is what it is. But if people don't know that it's scripted, they're just seeing it and they're just taking it for what it is. And people do lack, critical thinking skills. Some people. So it's just like, it kind of goes into that multi-layer, and then you think like how I was saying earlier about like Jocelyn, like how she's coming, she's saying that she's like the Puerto Rican princess and stuff like that, but it comes off like this could be how Puerto Ricans act, how this act, and it's like, no, people, like they say, like Black women, like we're not monoliths, like we, there's depth to us, there's different things that we have.
Snaps to that one. Yeah, I definitely, even though you could go back and watch like Bad Girls Club and all of those, and we're like, don't go back and watch them because it's like horrible TV now. It's not the same for like Insecure and Girlfriends and Living Single and like all of those shows. Like you can rewatch them, and the lessons and the situations are still relevant. Are still like, you can still learn from them. They're still very wholesome. Like they don't lose that. Going back and watching like Bad Girls Club or like Love and Hip Hop, and it's like, why was I enjoying this? Like, why is this entertaining? Like, there's no way I sat here and watched this garbage TV. Like, for real,
it's really garbage.
Like, it's really garbage TV.
And we can even bring it a little further. Netflix has the dating shows on lock, even OWN. And if you watch Love Is Blind,
Pop the Balloon.
Pop the Balloon. Well, that's a Black girl, but you watch Pop the Balloon, like you see how Black women are like getting treated. But Love Is Blind is really like Jesse, who talks about like how Black women are getting treated on this show. Like, as we see, I don't know if you watch Love Is Blind, but like Ashley dating the pathological liar, AD was with Clay, and through the whole thing, it's just like what. And then Virginia was dating them. Like all these like Black women on here being portrayed as like bird, or like they they want love so bad and stuff like that, and then what they end up with, nothing. We don't need to keep seeing that. Like we don't need to keep seeing that in the media. Yeah, like we don't need to keep seeing like Black women getting played on national TV. Even the Never Ever Mess, this boy, I shouldn't be saying his name. His name is Cliff Basie. I don't know how to say his name, but he played Tatiana on the show, and everybody coming for her because she don't know. You see reality TV, but you're seeing it, they're seeing it first. You don't see it, of course, when they watch it. But it's just like, we don't need to keep seeing women getting played on TV. Like, we don't need to see women keep getting hurt. Like, especially black women. Like, we do not need that in our brain to be like, oh yeah, a black love, but yeah, black man gonna do this to you, or a black man gonna do that to you. Like, we don't need to keep seeing that. We don't need to keep seeing like black women fighting black. But then y'all be like, support. But how are we supporting when what we see, everybody's tearing down everybody? That brings and shows messages in your mind, and it keeps it going.
I think there's a couple, but there's never enough. Like, what's his name? D-Holt, the guy that does Apple Fried Apple with his kids. He's an alpha, and he does like he turns his kids into Apple Fried apples every year. So cute. But he was on The Circle, and he ended up marrying the girl that he matched with on The Circle, and they're black. And I'm like, love that. Serena and they're like cool. But like, those are like two people out of all of these shows that they were watching. And I think it was Love Island just released their thing for their next cast, and there's one black man on there. Everybody else is. So I think that's crazy. Because like, where's the black women? Although, like you said, not really treated well in those reality TV environments. So it's like, maybe we could be glad they left us out of this.
Yeah, we can be. But we do have Own and Child. Put a Ring on It. Have you ever watched that? Ready to Love? Oh, Own has Ready to Love. Okay. It's more of a black cast. I can't even talk. It's on Own though, and it's produced by Will Packer or whatever. So it's all black people. I mean, it's all black people.
That's Oprah Winfrey's network.
Yes, yeah. But they sometimes be playing the girls on there too. But it's not like, I don't feel like they play them as much as like these other like shows are. And honestly, it could just be the guys, but like, we don't need to be having it like that, like to show that. So Ready to Love, I used to watch it, but they be going every with New City News, so it's too much. But then they have put a Ring on It, and then I think they have like another crazy show. It's like, even in all these dating shows too, it's kind of like, that's overwhelming. It's like, it's what's pushed, but it's like, okay, we're watching all these dating shows, we're seeing all these different scenarios, then you see the dating apps, then you see people, and it's just like all these, like, even podcasts, like, it's so much dating that it's actually like, that can even be exploited. Like, is representation great? But at like some point, like, okay, y'all, like, why are y'all feeding all this into us? Yeah. Like, why do we need all that?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think we have strained as a people so far from like the nuclear family. I think that at this point they're trying to do whatever they can in terms of propaganda and what we're watching, to push it. Even though like most of the time it's probably turning people away from it, like watching like Married at First Sight and all of those things, and like the people are
the black lady got played on Married at First Sight. Chris and somebody.
This is my disclaimer for all dating, married, love, reality show, dating show. Stop. You people are not matchmakers. You all claim that y'all got this down to a science, and y'all suck. Like, do y'all just not know people that well? Because every time I watch one, I'm like, there's no way you put those two people together and thought that was going to work. Like, what were y'all looking at?
Yeah, I don't watch it. I feel like reality TV is very overwhelming sometimes. But let's talk about it. This one, Love After Lockup. Are you crazy? You want to be with somebody who been in jail for 5 and 10 years, ain't got no job, and then the lady who was dating somebody, I don't know, I just seen it on TikTok, but she was like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant, now she gonna get a job. He's like, a job? What you mean get a job? You need to get some more hours. Huh? He be going back to jail. Officer, arrest him. Because you're talking crazy.
There would be nothing to worry about. I would be making me an appointment. You would be coming back to all of your things on the porch. You go find you a halfway house, and I'm gonna go back to living my life peacefully. There is no way that there is not enough men in this world that the man that you fell in love with is incarcerated.
And it's so many women who will really, like, they want love so bad.
And they sit there and be pen pals. What is wrong with you?
And talking to incarcerated people. But then again, that goes into the medium percent. Like we need a man. Like, ingrained. It's like, I don't need no man that bad if he incarcerated behind jail.
Where everybody want and everybody want a street. I think that's, all of those things I definitely think are like...
That should be reality TV. Behind bars, you need to stay there.
60 days in, okay? Watch it. Then determine if you want a felon.
Okay.
Because that'll let you know. For sure. But that definitely goes into our next topic of how women are often portrayed on TV as like loud and aggressive, or combative. Like, I know we were talking about Jocelyn earlier, and like, even in that episode of, I think it's Love and Hip Hop in Atlanta, where K Michelle is like crying and like she's having a very serious conversation that needs to be had, but like it still just ended up going left, and like she was just seen like she was in the, well, the other lady was definitely in the wrong in the situation of like what was going on. I can't remember what it was.
So like, who was she talking to?
Was it Rashida? It may have been Rashida.
It could have been. They don't like each other, but I didn't watch it that season. I watched after. But
yeah,
was she on
but
the camera?
like,
she said Rashida's career is all over the world.
That's probably after the fact, or maybe before. I'm not sure. But like, I just hated that even what she was dealing with, like it was a very serious thing. Like I think she was being abused.
Yes, she was.
And they were like saying that it wasn't happening.
Wasn't true.
But I'm like, that is a very dangerous conversation to put on TV that way.
And you know what's crazy? Is she never apologized.
Yes.
She never
But I'm
apologized.
like, black women are never believed. So for y'all to portray that on reality TV, even if you felt like it was a raw moment and that's what people need to see, that probably, just as much as somebody needed to see that, that also probably reaffirmed for somebody else who always feels like nobody is telling the truth when it comes to being physically abused.
Well, we see that in media all the time. Cassie, the video had to come out from the hotel. Nobody was believing her.
Yeah.
Cassie, Kiki, how like, you have to show this. These are just celebrity women. These aren't even your regular
everyday.
Like, you have to show so much proof. Like, even Meg, people are mad talking about free Tory. That's why Chris Brown was up in jail for a little bit. But like now it wasn't like, oh, he didn't do it or whatever. They're mad at Meg and they're like, you put it. Well, first of all, Tory Lanez ain't even from America. I'm sorry, he need to go back to Canada. I'm just
Deport.
Yes, okay, but he had a gun on him. So at the end of the day, it wasn't Meg versus Tory. It was Tory versus
Tory.
Okay, period. And he put himself in that situation. So it's just like, again, seeing that, and that's going in the message like, well, if something happens to me, I can't even show it. Like, podcasters are talking about it, women are talking about it. Like, you know, people now personally, I know people who have been abused and stuff like that, and it is scary and it's sad, and it's like, you can talk and you can say something, but you're never believed. So it's like, I might as well not even say anything.
Yeah, as somebody who is a domestic violence like survivor, and I don't often talk about it, but like, it's triggering to see people on the internet talking the way that they do about it, and it's like you just have no idea who around you is literally experiencing this right now. Like, you have no idea,
and they be like, just leave, and that's why we saying, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that, but that's why we say when people be talking, they don't even think, like they don't think. That could be your sister, that could be your. It could even be your brother. It could be your niece. It could be your, and like you all don't think, and it's like, oh, why did Cassie leave? Well, when you see Cassie try to leave, you see what happened. Oh, this, oh, that, and it's just like, no. That's why I don't know if you watch it, but Forever on Netflix. I don't know if you got to watch it.
I watched the first episode and I didn't keep watching it because me and my man said we was gonna watch it together. And we're terrible like that.
Yeah. But I had to watch the first episode, but I liked in the episode like they were talking about like consent and stuff like that or whatever, because it's like, these men just do whatever and they think it's okay, and then as a woman you're supposed to take it, and that's another thing too. Like, we live in this patriarchal society, so anything we do is going to get, like, judged on because we're women, and then we're black women is another thing. So it's like we have race and gender set up against us, and so that is really a hard thing as well. And so when you say stuff, it's just like, why can't you be supportive? Like, everybody just always has to be like, well, why this? Well, why that? Well, you never even been in the situation. So you don't even know.
Facts.
Like, you don't even know what's going on. And so I feel like people just talk and they spew. And that's another thing with social media. You can say anything. People are mad calling like women hoes because they're posting their body to that. Well, you liking the picture, you commenting, but they want to be like,
seeing it.
But okay, because it's in your algorithm, because that's what you like. But want to be like, oh no, my girl can't have the OnlyFans. Well, how you know what the OnlyFans is?
Because you looking.
Okay. You subscribing.
You looking, you're subscribing, you're doing all of those things. It's annoying. I can't stand it. I hate the world that we're living in right now. I hate that we have to feel as though we don't, as black women, have autonomy over our bodies. Like, as if we were not already fighting against the white men to have autonomy for our bodies. Now I feel like we're fighting everybody for autonomy for our bodies. And I think that we are often seen as too loud and aggressive and always in conflict because people are not used to us speaking up and taking up for ourselves as well. Like, don't get me wrong, the Bad Girls Clubs and all of that, the hooting and the hollering and the fighting, that is definitely the loud and the aggressive and the conflict. That's definitely a whole nother thing. We talked about that. But I think also with some of the reality shows, I felt like they played really on Black women's trauma and like the moments of them having serious conversations and feeling unheard. So then they're lashing out, and we're watching that on TV, and it's like, this is like somebody's actually going through these emotions right now, and y'all didn't cut the camera. Like, y'all kept the camera rolling.
Well, Toya don't play. Toya be like, cut the cameras for Toya origination. She's like, cut the cameras. But to your point, and it is dramatic, and even thinking about, like, we are laughing, but these are real people alive, because even, like, when Mimi and Jocelyn get in, like, Mimi has a real baby by Stevie. Yeah. And, like, she's hurt, she's sad because he cheated on her. People can relate to that. Kirk had a whole baby on Rashida.
Facts. People can relate to that as well.
Okay, so it's
and the staying.
And I don't know why she stayed with child bubblegum, whatever. But it's like, that is people's real life, and, like, we see it and we're laughing, and it's relatable, but it ain't relatable to me, child, because I don't know, man. But it's like, it's relatable to some people, and like, it's still out there. And then that's also the perception is like, okay, if a man has a baby on me, it's okay. If a man cheats on me, it's okay. We're programming women to be like, women aren't the prize, that man is the prize.
I gotta withstand this. If I love him, I'm gonna let him do
the fact that women have to have struggle love before they can have a peaceful love. It's so much very cringy.
Yeah,
the baby mama culture, so much very cringy. Like, it's so much very cringy, and it's sad. Why can't Black women, y'all want to say black love, like, why can't just Black women be loved? Like, why we gotta go through this? Why y'all gotta put women through this? Like, it shouldn't be no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
And why, as soon as we choose us, we turning our back on the Black population? How that makes sense?
Like, what? And then also, earlier, like, that's one reason why I even started Black Girls in the podcast, so we can have a voice, a safe space, because when you do speak up, when you do say something, it's never heard. It's like, no, have a safe space, speak about what you want to speak, and say what you want to say. And as women, we need to speak up, and we need to quit protecting these Black men, because they don't protect us. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you feel like there was anybody on reality TV that showed the opposite of that, of like the loud and the aggressive and the hooting and hollering and all of that?
Yeah, I think that's why I think the Tiny and Toya, like, they wasn't fighting, they was friends, and that's why I like that. Like, they weren't like hooping and hollering and fighting. Of course they had like family issues and whatever going, but Tiny and Toya was not like about that, like fighting and hollering and doing all that extra. So I would say Tiny and Toya.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And then also T.I. and Tiny Family Hustle, because Monica was on there. I really enjoyed Monica. I really enjoyed LaToya. I did not like her husband, rude, nasty.
That's usually how
and that's why she married again, and he's still single. He gonna talk about some 3 marriages in so many years. Okay, boy, and bye. You just mad because she ain't stay with your rude self. So yeah, I think those would probably be like the main ones.
For me, I think of the mother off of Run's house, what we were just talking about. Like, she just kind of held the family together. Like, you know, she was kind of very much in the background, kind of let them do what they did, but it was very obvious that she was still involved and like pieces were being moved around. But I like the fact that she didn't really want to be in that spotlight that much. Like, you saw her, but like, she wasn't always in the camera.
She was kind of very annoying. I'm so sorry.
I think it was the voice.
Yeah, the voice.
It was the voice.
She like, Diggy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She was like, what's the other boy's name? Diggy. It was wasn't it Rusty? Rusty. She was like, Rusty, why would you do that? JoJo. I was like, girl.
The voice was
Diggy was fine though. He was the what's he called, like a childhood crush. Like, he was the like childhood crush or whatever. And he's like, well, he's like older than us, but he was like more my age. He was like the celebrity crush is what people say. Yeah. And I did like that show because I thought Angel and Vanessa, they was boss. So they had pastries. Yeah. They was doing the shoes. That
was a great representation of Black women as well. I was gonna say that with them and their shoes and stuff. That was a great representation because we didn't have that. And then kind of seeing Kimora and them on there sometimes, like that was definitely, although she's not blind, like she was putting on. She was putting on.
I don't know about her.
She was putting on with the, what was it, Baby Fat? Is that her?
Yes, Baby Fat it was.
She was putting on with the Baby big facts. So let's shout out Kimora.
Yes. Okay. And she's still helping the color.
Women of color.
They like that. Black.
Okay.
Women of color. But that was good.
Yeah. So as we're wrapping this up, what would be one show that you felt seen as a Black woman?
That's a great question. I'm trying to figure out.
And one where you felt misrepresented.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's one show that I felt seen as a Black woman. I am really trying to think about it.
And this can be scripted or reality, because I don't think I really see myself anybody in reality.
I am cracking up one show where you felt seen as a Black woman. Do you want to go first?
I'm trying to think about it.
There's so many shows.
Been felt seen as.
I would feel like one where you. Well, I guess I didn't feel misrepresented, but I could see, like, you know, how they talk about it and what it is about. I have one, but I'm still trying to figure out one show that I felt seen as a Black woman. Dang, is there one show I felt seen as a Black woman?
I will say Spike Lee. She's gotta have it.
That was my girl.
She's gotta have it. Not because of the type of stuff that she was on, but like in terms, that was the first time that we saw a Black woman lead that was Afrocentric, that was kind of into the holistic culture, that kind of like she brought in all of the pieces of herself. She didn't tone herself down for anybody. Like, she was just who she was. And even though she definitely had some problems and she definitely was doing absolutely way too much, I still felt very seen as a Black woman because she was out there doing the thing. And still being very transparent about where she was in her journey and like the self-doubt that she was having. But yeah, I would definitely say Nola Darling.
Yes, I love that show, baby. That show during COVID, it was good. It was really great.
Yeah.
I would say Girlfriends probably.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out which one. But I probably would say one like Joan. Actually really Joan. Joan from Girlfriends. You got the job, you got this, you got that, and then you dating, trying to figure out your life, and then all that's going on. So I feel like that probably is too, but it's like with a little bit more boss, like, okay. But I feel like Joan was like a very relatable kind of character. A little bit. I feel like one character that is misrepresented, I'm gonna kind of say this twofold. Well, whatever character is out there chasing a man. Whatever.
That's how you feel misrepresented.
Yes, because all women out here chasing no man, all women out here birds. And they always want to make the woman seem like she's so desperate, like Nikki Parker. Like, she wanted Professor Ogilvy.
Yeah, that was obnoxious.
Making her feel like she's so desperate. Like, no, he don't
just
want
for him to want honey and like, get out of here.
Bye. So that's what I would say.
Okay, well, on that same tip, I would have to say Queen Latifah in most of her movies. Because like it's always the like it's always they would never choose me, but then they end up with me because you just can't resist me because of like who I am, but because I'm a big Black woman, you shouldn't want me. I can't stand that.
Yeah, like, that's what I didn't want to add that on part, but that is really what the part is like. Yeah, the big like
Nikki, you just gotta like, I don't know, like, why is it especially Black women one, and then the plus size Black women that they have to like jump off through all of these hoops for love, or be desperate for love, or be showcased in the way of them not being the first pick for love. Yes. Like, I don't think that we should have to see that.
Don't need to see that. And meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of beautiful women who don't get picked and who be desperate for love. No, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like that narrative either. That's why I was saying that. Like, I think that's misrepresented a lot. But also, if we want to bring it back up from, I guess, Girlfriends, I would say Harlem. I feel like too, like, I forgot her name now, but it's really making good character. Like, she's like, she works in higher education, she has a life, she's living, and she's like, you know, doing that. So I think she's representation, like working in academia and stuff like that. I think that's really, really cool. That's a like a C character. I was like, oh, I can relate to her, like, cause I work with students too. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. So that would be me.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I would want to see more, like out of reality TV and TV in general, is like healthy relationships, healthy marriages. Like moving into that stage of my life of like knowing I'm gonna be married in the next couple of years. I would love to be able to turn on TV and see, healthy like representations of that. And we don't have that. Like,
have you watched Love and Marriage?
I haven't.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to watch it. What's it on?
OWN. I think it's OWN. Yeah, OWN. Love and Marriage.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it.
They have a Love and Marriage. Huntsville was really, really, was like very popular. Then they went to Detroit. Now I don't want to say it's all the way healthy, child, because somebody got divorced on there. But it's just like Love and Marriage. Like they're actually married. They be having kids, and then it is drama, but it's like more drama between the. Well, some drama is between the couples, but a lot of the drama is between like the friend group or something like that, whatever. But yeah, I used to watch that when I was younger too. Love and Marriage. My parents loved that show. Did you watch it was called Why Did I Get Married? That's the movie. Love that movie down. But then Tyler made a spin-off of like a show. Oh, you didn't watch that? That was on OWN too. I watched that as well. It wasn't reality TV. It was just like
it's on there now, or what? No, it was back in the day.
Back in the day.
See, yeah. I need to tap in, and see what reality TV show that I can get into. But that brings us to
I can't get into any reality TV shows right now.
Not right now. They're not. It's trash. I tried to get into. I was into The Circle for a long time.
I didn't watch
The Circle was really good. I didn't see like the last maybe 2 seasons, so I didn't actually see D-Hope fall in love. But The Circle was alright. It wasn't too bad, and they're like in their own separate rooms and stuff. So like they arguing through the TV. It's no real person interaction for them to be arguing and fighting. So
okay. I watched The Ultimatum, and then I watched Love Is Blind, but I didn't watch season 8 because I was like, Love Is Blind, it's so boring. It was dragging. I'm like, get me to where they figure out who they are. I want to watch it from there. And The Ultimatum is kind of fun because they dated somebody else, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, like they're dating.
So then you gotta figure out which one you want.
Yeah. They give their person an ultimatum, and then they go with another person who probably gave their partner an ultimatum or didn't, and then like they're dating. So that's why it's kind of funny. Then crazy. They go back to dating who they want to date. I mean, who they came with. You wouldn't. I would do it.
I would not. I'm jealous. I love my man. I would never do that.
Yeah. Well, if you have to give him, hopefully you don't have to give him an ultimatum, right? So it's like. It would be like that, yes.
My ultimatum is be with me or die. That's my ultimatum.
I do not promote violence. But period.
They say until death do us part.
They do say that, but they ain't make it there yet with the ultimatum. They're not married yet.
Okay,
that's the ultimatum. Oh, the ultimatum is like, are you gonna marry
pre-marriage?
Me?
But
pre-marriage or
I don't care, pre-marriage or not. We're not going through that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, it's like the ultimatum is like we've been together for so long. You need to marry me, or else I'm gonna leave.
Okay. That makes more sense. I think at that point though, also if you had to come on a reality show to give somebody the ultimatum of whether they should marry you or not, I think. You have your answer.
And that's the point. That's why I'm saying like it's just entertainment in a sense. Like some people come on there to be fun or whatever. Some people do it and it's just a show, so people are gonna go there. Just like they have a show called The Sneaky Links now. What? I was like, why did Netflix keep making these shows? Literally, and I was like, but my thing is like, how did you find that person sneakily? They had to know. So this is entertainment at the end of the day. And I was like, yeah, because I watched the first episode like 5 minutes and it was like, oh, my ex is here. Well, how did they know that was your ex? It has to be orchestrated. Like it's not even reality anymore. Like,
you had to give some kind of
information. They want to act all surprised, but I talked about it on my TikTok, and one of the people commented on. I was cracking up. I'm like, why do we need sneaky links? Like when we're trying to do this dating culture, like you have sneaky links, then you have Love Is Blind, then you have this circle. What do you want us to do? We don't need all this. Like bring back scripted shows, please. Hashtag bring back scripted. Yeah. Hashtag bring back scripted shows. Like, cause what? Cause I heard a sneaky link wasn't good, but baby now it's on TV, so everybody go, I want a sneaky link. Sneaky links,
and not everything goes on TV. Sneaky links, pop the balloons, all of those things. Right? All of that.
Pop the balloon, and it's so rude. They're like, oh, I don't like your hair. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't.
That's like, I don't know. Like you know what? Pop the balloon is one of those things where, again, I do not promote violence. It's one of those things of where like I'm gonna go to my car and I'm gonna come back with some.
Right.
Like that's what, like for real. If everybody popped their balloon,
yeah,
I'm ready.
I just like I don't want to go and pop balloons like because you don't know if you're gonna be up there, or you're gonna be that. But I'm like, do we need this now? Shout out to the creator, but I'm like, do we need this? Like, do we need this representation? Black men going in on black women, like, do we need this?
Yeah, no, we didn't need it. It wasn't needed. But I mean, now they've whitewashed it, so.
Yeah, well, because now it's on Netflix.
We ain't gotta worry about that. The only black person on there is the host. Well, that brings us to our last question. If you had your own reality show, what would it be called, and what would it be? Like, what would be the premise?
If I had my own reality show, I think I would do something actually a dating show, like For the Love of Alieshia. I think that'd be something.
Okay, period. For the Love of Alieshia.
Yes. Or I would do something like a lifestyle, like that's my Instagram name, like Life with Alieshia or something like that. The premise would probably be like me living my life and like talking about all that adventures stuff like that. But people love love shows, so it was like For the Love of Alieshia. Like, it was like kind of finding like me dating, me talking to different dudes and trying to see, like, okay, who am I gonna choose? Okay, I'm picking, So that's kind of what I would do.
Yeah, I think mine would be like a family affairs kind of podcast. Like, I mean, not podcast, reality show. Reality show. But it would, of course, be like a couple years in the future. But like maybe like once we had our homestead and like
homestead.
Yes, our homestead. Build the house. Like, I don't want all the animals. Like, I'm gonna have to hire somebody to come out there and take care of my animals because I don't have that part. Maybe one of my family members that decides to move out there with us has the animals. Nevertheless, that'll be a part of the reality show. I have farm animals and I don't take care of them. So I think
you have drama with your family.
I would have drama with my family because we all decided that we were gonna live on a compound together, and watching that come to fruition, and hand the day-to-day of everybody living on a compound together, and us raising our kids with the grandparents, and I think that would be like what my show would be. I will like the confessionals and stuff.
Yes, confessionals sound like that because like I feel like Red Rose House talking about like the fighting, like how you said like that's good family TV. Like we could see that, we could see something different, and that could really be a show because now people are getting into that. It's like we don't have to do the fighting, we don't have to do the crazy because whatever the Chrissy family or even the Kardashians, like whatever they do, like they have the family show or whatever. Why do we have to?
The Kardashians, they got to fight.
They do fight. But I was just talking about like the family dynamic type of shows. Like we can get back to those. Like let's do that. Okay, but that was cool. Homestead. Do you have a name for it?
Not yet. He wants to change his last name. Oh. So
but it'll be your last name.
Yeah, it'll probably be whatever we end up changing our last name to, and then like probably something like along the lines of like Family Ranch or something.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it'll be something.
Do you watch YouTube videos about like homesteading?
I'm in a Black women homesteading like groups on Facebook.
I am too. But two people who I think are doing it, I don't know if you want to look them up, is Kyra Henry. They're like building it. She's on TikTok.
Yes. I used to go to school with her little sister.
Really? Kyra Henry? Oh, okay.
I think that's who it is.
No. You went to school with Joya.
Yes.
You went to school with Joya.
Yes.
Joya is Kyra is the like brothers.
The bride. Okay, that because that was at the Henry.
Jayla. Jayla and Janae. You went to school with Joya.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know she. Yeah, I was asking if she went to you. But my first
shout out to Joya. Hey, girl.
I'm crying. Yeah, but so Kyra, but like the husband.
Yeah.
Well. The brother child.
Yeah.
Brother and the wife.
Yeah.
Kyra, they're like building like a homestead thing and like they're talking about she wants farms.
Okay, because I'm just saying I know that Jayla's husband, they're building a house.
That house is gonna look so nice, child. Yeah. That's goes to build your house. And then another person is Keisha. I don't know if you know her, Keisha Kaylee, Keisha Anderson, child. She's on YouTube, but she just bought a house and they like have chickens and stuff like that. They're like doing something else, like they're building something on it for like Airbnb, but they have like chickens and like they want to do homesteading too. So I was like, there's like two.
Yeah, we don't talk about like glamping tents and stuff, but maybe we'll have to do an episode about homesteading.
Yeah, well, I got no information, but if you homestead,
if you want to homestead, if you know how to homestead,
yes, we could do that.
We'll just talk about living fantasies. I don't know.
Yes, maybe our goals for where we want to be at in the next 5 years.
Okay. Yes. Well, if y'all have enjoyed this episode, feel free to let us know in the comments. Let us know what reality show you would have. What would you call it? What would it be? What was your favorite reality show growing up, or your favorite character? Drop some memes for us, because I know there's a lot of reality TV show memes living out there on the internet.
Oh yes, drop your favorite one.
Yeah, drop your favorite one.
The ghetto. The ghetto.
Well, you can find us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure to follow up with us, Black Girls 10. But it's been a great time. I'm your guest co-host. You can find me on Instagram at simply.seryn, and of course your host,
Life with Alieshia, on Instagram and TikTok. It's a good time over there. Thank you for joining me. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. 5 stars. Like it on YouTube. Leave a review. Rate it. Send it to a friend and a family member. Send it to your Send it to your friend group that love reality TV. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Bye.
Bye.